It's a cold and dreary day in lands of legend. Oh, no, sure. Cold and dreary day in lands of legend. But welcome back to episode 16. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Episode 16 of Lands of Legend. As always, Rock here. I forgot that was there. Get rid of you. Ooh, there's a chest up there. Ooh, there's spider creeper. Get out of here. Shame on you for being a monstrosity. Yeah. Okay, so welcome back to episode 16 of Lands of Legend. And so is Rock here. So we're starting off over here at this innocent little sign that tells us this is the direction, or this is the Victory Monument. Clicking on the sign does not do so. Standing within that location does not appear to do so. So, supposedly, we investigated into this lightly last episode at the end of it, or near the end of it, trying to find out what it was actually referring to. Let's put on a generalized pick instead of our super pick. Trying to figure out what it was referring to, because as far as we could tell, there was no monument related thing down here. That we could tell. So I did want to investigate a little bit around the general area, just to see if we could find anything. Because I really would like to find the Victory Monument. And, you know, that's always a nice find. Okay. I almost feel like the sign is lying to us. It's saying, JK, no monument for you. Because we've dug it, like, that sign, that cobble right there is directly under the sign. I mean, unless there was the glowstone block that was there that we had to be standing on top of, which is technically a possibility. It could be using the glowstone to teleport, which I don't really think it would use that, because then you could kind of set up your own Victory Monument to teleport anywhere, unless the commands were set up correctly. But oh, is this something? Hello? No, just a pocket. Just a tasteful trap. Okay, that was the natural resources Matt Micker was referring to. I'm not strip riding for resources. I'm just trying to find the damn Victory Monument that you lied to me about. Let's use some dirt to get back out of here. So this Victory Monument is... Oh, unless it's saying it's that way. That could be a possibility, because the sign is not on it. It is on a angular direction. Let's head over this direction and see if we can find the Victory Monument. Maybe. Are you a Victory Monument button? No. Pretty please, Victory Monument. What are you? Victory Monument. Is it pointing in that direction still? It could be. That is a newer area. I mean, there are probably better ways you could have illustrated the direction of the Victory Monument, but I guess it makes sense. I've not seen these, I don't think I've seen these blue flowers before, which are really nice. I like it. Oh, please tell me this is the Victory Monument. I see a spawner, and I see a bee. Let's put good pick on the bar. Victory Monument. What? Cultist. We might be in luck. God, your mom's house has a ton of life. Bee, you are not welcome in this endeavor at all. Get out of here. You have nothing to do with the Victory Monument. You're just a little bee who wants to be annoying. Come on. You should not have that much health. Oh, wow. That looks really cool. I wonder if that has anything to do with the Victory Monument. I will kill you. Kill you. I'll take you. Sharpness. Thorns. Oh, the thorns I don't really want, but I'll take it. Okay, so it looks like this area might be the Victory Monument related area. The signage for it, I think, could use a little bit of improvement, as it's not completely obvious. It's kind of generally pointing down instead of in a direction, which is easy to confuse, I would say. But, I mean, it's more of a Victory Monument that way. Okay, well, I'm gonna follow the signs. They seem to be pointing me in the direction I need to be going. That looks like a important direction. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm understanding what the signs are actually pointing to, or how they're pointing to it. Hey! It's the globe pattern. I am going to do that. It feels so nice to see the work that I've done presented to me in the CTM. I feel proud. The time at Mojang was important. And I really should be placing so much more blocks, torches than I am, but you know what? The hell with it. I've got night vision, which, again, I'm very adamant that it's a garbage stat, but I'm going to take advantage of it. So, yeah. And I'm also going to take advantage of all these goodies, which I should take those sticks. Why not take the goodness that the map maker is providing us, even if it is very minimal. And I think there is a teleporter to our right here, right down here. Nope. It's an enchanting table area. Ooh, very nice, very nice. This almost looks like a forward base of operation, or a planned forward base of operation, because we have, you know, smelters, we have brewing stands, we have anvils, we have an enchanting table area, which I'm not 100% sure if it actually will be functional. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and there might be some in the corners, so it's totally possible that it could be functional. So I have a feeling this might be an actual possible forward base, especially given if it is indeed the Victory Monument. Because we just have the teleporters between all the areas. Oh, I see item frames. Oh, let's unlock this real quick. Oh, it is. It is the Victory Monument. Oh, it is the Victory Monument. Oh, it is the Victory Monument. Oh, that's actually a really cool design. So let's look at what we have. This is the bonus monument. Place the music disc wherever you want. Okay, that's those. Then that should be the 16 wolves. Oh, or not. Oh, there's more up there, okay. Meteor Fragments. Meteor Fragments. To obtain the brown wool, you'll need 5 Meteor Fragments and trade them to the Star Cleric in Castle Abomination. These fragments can be found in fleece boxes, just like wolves. I think we've seen this book already. Yeah, we've seen the book. So this might be the Meteor Fragments? I don't know. Does that mean there's just a shitload of Meteor Fragments? I don't know. But it looks like here is the wool monument. Presumably, I'm going to be placing the wools on top of the blocks and not replacing them. I think that would have been a nice clarification, but it looks like that's the intent. I think the easiest way to do so is to go grab a wool, probably the white, as it's going to be the easiest to kind of replace if I die, or not if I die, but if it doesn't work. That's just a general thought. I think some type of a descriptor. Oh, I need to go with the orange one. Descriptor saying to place it on the wool. Though I can't say a whole lot because I believe Into a Nightmare kind of did a similar type of system. but I think logically, given the spacing above the within the slab and the glass block, I think it's reasonable to accept that it's going to be within those kind of areas. So let's go ahead. Let's grab all of this goodness, and let's start placing some blocks on the monument. It almost feels like it's going to be a complete episode of just monument stuff. Alright. Then we go to the center here. It almost seems like the monument might be the best place to set a base, just because it's within range of everything else. Maybe it's worth considering. It'll take a little bit of time to move all our stuff over, but it's definitely worth considering. So let's see if, like, Ragecraft 3 and various other maps that I've seen, that there's going to be a particle effect for placing the wool. Oh, okay. The message is just as good as a particle effect. Okay, orange. Then we got not purple, magenta. Okay, then we got light blue. Then we got yellow. And lime. No, not that. Lime. Pink. Is it gray, then light gray? Gray. Yeah, okay. I mean, not that we don't lose the lore text on the wool anyways, so. Light gray. That should be cyan. Purple. Look at that goodness. We are almost complete with our monument. We still have the 5 remaining wool blocks to place. Blue, brown, green, red, and black, of which Meteor Fragments. I think we're going to need to trade into that Castle Abomination, which I'm guessing is probably within the black wool. But regardless, I'm pretty excited. Okay, so let me head back to base. I'm not going to transfer everything over at this point. I think between this episode and next episode might be a good opportunity to transfer everything to our little new forward base, because it doesn't really contain all the stuff that we need. So yeah, I won't do that right now, but I'm going to move back over to a probably a new area that we can explore into, and maybe we can get ourselves a wool for today. Or, if anything, maybe we can get ourselves a brown wool fragment. I mean, either or, I would be happy with either. So, I'll be right back. Alright, so we are back over in the Grey Wool Teleporter. I figured this would be the best place to start exploring for today, since we haven't really gone a whole lot in depth with our recording for today. We do have definitely a few places of interest, to say the least. We have this little, almost like a little Coliseum type area, with this Pantheon type area. We've got all these tubes and whatnot kind of going around, so I think there are definitely potential a lot of places that we can kind of explore into. It almost looks like this tube system, almost like an aqueduct. Hey! You damn guardian. Looks like it can almost connect to there, so let's just get into it. I've kind of limited down the number of torches that I have in my inventory, just because we're not actually using them, thanks to the night vision. Which, again, I'm not advocating for. Just because we're so OP that it's not necessary to actually torch, which has its own benefits, but if we weren't OP, this is just kind of creating bad habits for people. You know what, actually, I want to explore into that first. It's just creating bad habits for people. Night vision, all it does is just kind of trick the player into not placing torches, especially in areas where they should be placing torches. So that's really all it's doing. Fuck you up. Because torches are super important in a lot of respects. And if you have vision like this where, hey, everything's all light and clear, you're not going to be placing torches, which could have ramifications if you're not OP like I am right now, in which you try to, you get a world objective, try to return through an area that you've been through before, and boom, you are now dead. You now played yourself. Okay. I see this chest over here. Oh, that's a spawner. Investigate this chest. Nope, want nothing with those automatic TNT. Those caused me a death before. I almost feel like we're at a point where there's hardly anything that we could get that's going to be better. That's just from a personal perspective. There's always stuff that we can get better if the map maker so decides to, but just as a player, it feels like there's going to be nothing we could get that's going to be better than this. I don't even know what potion effect that mob dropped, or that creeper dropped. So let's run through the tubes. Boop, 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 boop. See what kind of bad things are going to happen to us. Hey, hey! So I did think of a topic for this episode. It's kind of a last-minute topic that I thought about because of an experience I exhibited the other day. So the topic of discussion is, what is one of your greatest phobias? There are ad infinite amount of phobias that people experience. Some are very odd. Some are pretty practical for a lot of people. Stuff like arachnophobia, what is it, aerophobia, which I think this is the definition for like fear of heights. Stuff like that. So I thought that would be, man blocks I can't use. I thought that would be a fun and interesting topic just because I was thinking about it the other day. For me personally, I have some minor phobias and some major phobias. So I'll be chatting about those here in a second. And by minor, I mean like actually quite minor. So stuff like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. Stuff like fear of heights, which I think is aerophobia. I mean, I have a general, oh, Jesus, hold on, before I continue what I was talking about. Damn, that is a potion. I can't even fit it on my screen. I think I'd have to have even a smaller UI skill to fit that on my screen. I mean, I'll keep that over there. Hold on. It's got sharpness 5, knockback 1, plus the speed, minus the speed, plus to attack speed, minus attack speed. I will never use that potion. I have varying degrees of phobia, and they're probably wouldn't be considered phobias, maybe uncomfortablenesses or something like that. But stuff like, for me, I think the biggest phobia I have is of creepy crawlies, and more so towards spiders. Cockroaches I don't really like, and if a random cockroach land on me, I'd probably scream like a little girl, which I'm sure a lot of people would probably do, even if they didn't know what it was. But I think, generally speaking, arachnophobes, spiders in general, are probably my greatest phobia. I really just don't like spiders. Due to everything that has gone on in the past, due to Mojang and whatnot, I am kind of backstaying with some family and stuff, specifically my mother. Oh, there is an Elder Guardian around. And she lives quite in the middle of nowhere. Oh, boy. can at least place torches around, which is nice. So spiders are just a random thing in the wild here. But how long does that thing last? It's like a 5-minute mining fatigue. Oh boy. Okay, we're just gonna have to take advantage of our OP armor, OP situation to just go. Because I can't mine anything. There is nothing up here for good. Oh, there is some stuff up there. Damn it. Get out of my way. So, spiders are definitely a thing up here. Oh, that looks like a... Okay, this is when torches are actually going to be useful. Because I've been running around going, torches are useless. Can I actually break into there? Oh, creeper. Oh! Okay, we're good. So I've kind of always had a general fear of spiders in some sense. It always gets more amplified when I'm living in the country, like I am right now with, like I said, when I'm staying with my mother. Well, while I'm dealing with things, eventually I hope to kind of get back out into the world on my own. On a whole new world. But while this is the case, the country is full of spiders and creepy crawly things, so... I can't even... Money fatigue. Oh, you're so horrible! Maybe this is something I should keep in mind for the future, carrying milk buckets. I see you. I see you, you little monster. But, yeah. So, it's more heavily influenced by arachnophobes. Mostly spiders, but that is kind of the fear that I have at the moment, or probably the biggest fear. I think I used to be more inclined towards heights. I think was aerophobe, but I've kind of more or less gotten over it to a degree. I mean, I have a little bit of a knot in my stomach and stuff when I get into high positional situations, but it's not like I'm gonna curl up into a ball and cry myself to sleep. So, and in that sense, I do kind of like roller coasters and rides that are kind of the lifts and then just drop you. So I do kind of like those. It's a weird situation. Come on, hurry up and finish, because I don't have a whole lot of chance. I can't even mine myself out right now if I really wanted to. Come on, mine faster, my friend. Yeah, I'm kind of boned. I will really say, and I hope the Guardian or the Elder Guardian does not cast their mining fatigue again, because I am going to be absolutely screwed and stuck in here if they do. But yeah. Oh. I might be in trouble. I don't know if the Elder Guardian is gonna be able to cast from there, and will continuously cast. I might be in trouble, because no matter how well of a mining speed we have, if we can't break out of here, we might be in trouble. I mean, theoretically, we could continuously mine, and I mean, they'll reset the mining speed, and we could break out. It's just gonna take forever. Oh. Pro note, and maybe if there was some note about bringing milk, this might be not as bad. Okay, it looks like we can kind of break out. It's just an extremely irritating concept. Elder Guardians, I don't like at all. It's just anti-fun mechanics. it's not a good mechanic. It's just an anti-fun mechanic. So, I mean, we're gonna eventually be able to break out of this, regardless of the mining. Was it mining fatigue? But it's not a fun mechanic at all. Do 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 do. It's almost when you we make a amplified speed, just a montage of just mining a single block. Oh. Mining fatigue works well in areas that you're intending the players shouldn't mine at all. If you're trying to create an experience like, I mean, at the Victory Monument or at a warp teleport station, the players shouldn't be able to mine. That makes sense. But in a general like CTM area, there's almost no reason why the players shouldn't be able to mine, especially if they can get themselves into a situation like I have, which, I mean, is generally any CTM area. If I make a cry box because I'm getting overrun, there should be no situation where I shouldn't be able to get myself out. Meh. I think in those situations, the better scenario is creating, making sure that pickaxes and stuff like that are set up with mine-only blocks and just set up to not be able to mine anything else. Might be better. I don't know. This feels like an infuriating situation where I can't do anything because of the Elder Guardian effect that keeps constantly applying to me, and looks like it's going to be applied to me before the effect runs out. So I'm kind of in a boned situation. Quite infuriating. It's almost feels like a situation where I kind of have to do a cut and actually just like waste a whole bunch of time trying to get out versus actually just trying to play the map. As you've seen how long my golden pickaxe, which is one of the best pickaxes without efficiency and stuff chanting to actually break spawners or really any block, is taking to break the spawner. So yeah, to say the least, I am extremely unhappy with this area. And I feel like if I open my inventory, it's going to cancel the breaking, and that's going to be extremely infuriating. Okay, yeah, so this area is definitely the most infuriating area of this map, and I don't know how the map maker didn't see that this would be infuriating. I mean, unless I had like a efficiency 10 golden pickaxe or something, then this would be easy, but I've not run into an efficiency 10 golden pickaxe. And even so, it probably would have to be a higher efficiency in order to do anything effective. I mean, maybe it's not intended that I break spawners in this area and that I just have to run through it, but that still seems infuriating. I'm going to cancel that. So if I have to break this glass, which I don't think a pickaxe is going to do better. I think that's still going to take forever. Yeah. A mechanic like this is definitely not fun. Any map makers watching, never, ever include a mechanic like this if you could get yourself into a situation where you could block yourself in, because then it becomes a waste of 5, 10 plus minutes of just trying to do anything. Like, if I'm in a situation where I could get mining fatigue of that high of a value, why is this box enclosed in anything? Because it's going to take forever. And in the situation where I can place blocks to crybox myself in to be safe, it's going to take even longer to get myself out. This is, generally speaking, of the map so far, this is the poorest design decision I've seen so far. The map's been absolutely fun so far, but this area right here makes it absolutely infuriating. And if I wasn't making a Let's Play series for this, I would quit this map right now. This, just being honest, I would quit the map right now. This is not fun. This is more infuriating than fun. And all this time, well, luckily I put torches around, but all this time, mobs within the radius that aren't being blocked by light and whatnot are being able to spawn. It's not very fun. Rock getting real. Oh, come on, just break. And I can already see the comments of everyone totally agreeing with me. This area is absolutely not fun. Guardians are fine. Elder Guardians. The effect, if it is on, I don't know, a very limited radius, sure, why not? But it has to be a very limited amount of time. This effect is like 5 minutes at a time or so, and it refreshes before the effect runs. So, unless I ran in here with like a dozen milk buckets, this area is not fun. Which, oh, I messed it up. You shouldn't expect the player to have to enter an area with a dozen milk buckets to actually be able to complete an area. That's just silly. Unless you're providing potions that clear the. You gonna clear the? You might be able to clear it. Hold on. Are you gonna kill us or clear the effect? Do we still have... Oh, we still have the mining fatigue. This potion doesn't clear mining fatigue. Why? Why would the potion not clear mining fatigue? Oh, I'm so salty right now. Oh, this area is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. The map has been good overall, but this area is absolute garbage. I have no respect for this area. Zero respect for this area. And I'm about to get... Yeah, there it is. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to break this block, so it should break me out to the outside, and then I'm going to need the hell out of this area. And I'm not going to return unless I absolutely need to, because screw this area. This area, the mechanics of it is absolutely poorly designed. Absolutely poorly designed. Mining fatigue is a horrid mechanic for an area unless you can go through it without having to use it. Just saying. As someone who's played way too many CTMs, I mean, my opinion probably doesn't matter a whole lot, but I'm sure many people would agree with me while watching this, that this is an absolutely horrid mechanic for this area. I mean, if we want to actually complete this area, we're going to have quite a number of milk buckets in our inventory, which, hooray, we can complete this area, but I shouldn't be required to have milk buckets to complete this area. Because as it shows right now, the fact that I don't have it just punishes me infinitesimally. I'd rather be slowed down or something like that than have to deal with that bullshit. Or have reduced life, or I don't know. I'd rather health degen than that bullshit. Alright, I'm gonna go be salty over in base. And Actually, have I gone up there? Yeah, I went over that way. Okay, I'm gonna go be salty and base and see what the recording time is, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back at base. So we're gonna do some real talk here. So the area wouldn't be nearly as bad if it provided uh, potion effects or some means of being able to mitigate that mining fatigue in general. It looks like it's every 4 or 5 minutes that you're given mining fatigue, which it sucks really bad, as we saw in this episode. This is definitely going to be a shorter episode. There was a lot of rage inside me with regards to this episode, but I think the biggest thing I can kind of give as a feedback for this episode is that there is not enough elements that are eliminating the mining fatigue. The mobs that are dropping potions are dropping these big potions that have all of these level or various levels of potions. I think they're all level 2. They have 11-second durations. And far as I could tell, my UI isn't small enough. Can I reduce the UI scale? Oh, not 4. 1. Let's see all the potion effects on that potion. It's giving me mining fatigue 2 for 11 seconds. But last I checked, when I consumed it, it did not remove the mining fatigue. Maybe it was in the midst of the transition, but we'll see. We'll see. So I checked over the video and looked at the stats. So this potion gives mining fatigue 2. The effect that we were receiving within the area was mining fatigue 3, if I recall correctly. So that means that potion that we were getting from the area did absolutely nothing to solve the issue with that area. I could absolutely see if that potion, while having a lot of negative effects and positive effects and such, was a plausible option to remove that mining fatigue. It wasn't. So that's it's the hard truths from Rock. This area is not conducive for actually playing, because as far as I've seen so far, it is not giving anything that actually makes that area playable. As you could see from when I was playing, that it was like if I caught myself in a corner with a cry box or just a general like boxed off area, it took forever to be able to get out of it, because sure, I had a golden pickaxe and whatnot, but oh dear lord, it just took forever. So I think for next time, I'm just gonna have to waste a lot of that iron that we have just to fill my inventory absolutely to the brim with milk buckets, which I think is a real waste of all that iron. Even if I'm not gonna be using it, the creating it for iron is, or creating for milk buckets is, I think, an absolute waste. But if that's what it's gonna be required to complete that area, I'm going to do it. But I think the general mechanics of that area is definitely flawed. And it's a harsh criticism, but I feel that's like any form of testing would have found that out. So I don't know. I really dislike that. That's the area I dislike the most within this map, and the episode length should be indicative of that, given how short of an episode it is and how much of the episode I actually complained about that area. So I'm hoping you don't hate me for my criticism, but that area is indubitably garbage compared to the rest of the map so far that I've played. So don't hate me, but I'm sure a lot of people would actually agree with me, especially if they've played the map and have played that area. I'm sure they would agree with me that they very much dislike the area. Now, let's say I didn't box myself in and just played it as is, I might have had a different opinion. Mining fatigue plays a lot into that, and had I not just boxed myself into areas and just kind of sprinted through everything, then I might not had as bad an opinion. But even getting to the that one box that we were just boxed in next to, trying to break the glass for that took forever, and we didn't even break it and get the objective within the inside that. So, which I think that was a music disc, given the composition of the how the box was and stuff like that. So, you know, it's I have a lot of rage, and a lot of rage is all indicated towards that area. But that's my opinion. If you have differing opinions, feel free to share them within the comments. But I definitely dislike that area greatly. If my opinion changes on the map, it's because of that area. I had a really high opinion of the map, and it's been nerfed a little bit because of that area. But I'm welcome to your opinion and your thoughts. Maybe there was something that I didn't think of, and maybe you have a different idea that I could take upon myself to make that area easier. I mean, outside of having like a dozen milk buckets within my inventory to clear the potion effect, which it's not to say that it won't be immediately applied, given that I don't know if it's applied via a command block or it's applied via an actual Elder Guardian. It's hard to say. So, give me your feedback. Give me your opinions. I apologize for the shorter episode, but I am in a super salty mood because of that area. So, I think it's best, in my opinion, to call it there for today before I say a whole bunch of things that I don't mean just because I'm salty. I try to be critical and do my best to give constructive feedback, but oh boy, when areas like that are just super salty, gets my rocky blood boiling. So we're going to call it there for today. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye!